Welcome to the Chop Sports Fight Factory. Here are your hosts, the Reverend Tommy D and Wrestling Rob.
Welcome back, everybody, to another installment of Chop Sports Fight Factory, brought to you by Dudes Gourmet, right here in the Richard Lucas Chevy and Subaru Studios in Matawan, New Jersey. I am your host, the Reverend Tommy D. Joined with me by my co-host, all gas and no break, Wrestling Rob. We got Dave Sturcio in the corner over there, brought to you right here on Pro Wrestling TV and all of your favorite podcast platforms. Dave.
Yeah.
You had yourself a weekend at WrestlePro.
Yeah. Where were you guys, huh? Where I need my boys the most. Where were you guys?
Kind of glad I wasn't there now.
Yeah. I mean, you got jumped by Danny Moff, Ox Baker, and Perry Saturn. What the hell?
It was fun. The event as a whole, I will not downplay the event. The event was incredible, top to bottom, great action all over the place. But yeah, we were supposed to have a unified champion. Dion Roosman went against LSG. They were supposed to unify the belts, and Moff has been a little bit of a heel ski over the last couple months.
Well, we were there for the turn.
Yeah, that's right. You guys were. He's taken a liking to Josh Chernoff, who runs the Premier Streaming Network. Loves him.
I've been calling this out.
I see this. So they take it to liking, blah, blah, blah. The match is over. No champ's crown. He screws it all up. Roosman ends the card. I take my headphones off because the broadcast is off the air.
Yeah.
And then, Moff and his two new friends decide to come on over and,
Dude, you got kicked in the face.
Yeah.
I got kicked right in the face, yeah.
It wasn't even like they were trying to, play it off. They went out there and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, dude.
You look good, though.
I honestly haven't been, this is going to sound weird, I haven't been touched in the pro wrestling business in 7 years. So
how long has Pat Patterson been gone?
Yeah, right. But yeah, so
Dave hasn't been touched in 7 years.
I know. There's
not a bump in 7 years.
Not a bump in 7 years. Nothing. No fight. No nothing.
Did you want to fight back?
I mean, I at first I was getting upset, right? Because I love Moff. You know, Moff has been my guy. He's like the godfather of WrestlePro. I have his boots. Like those are my boots. You know what I mean? Like I don't really understand where it all came from or
you got
why.
Victor Benjamin's boot now.
Yeah, well, he doesn't wear boots. He's shoeless.
That was all shoe. That was all
He's a
foot,
UFC
baby.
type deal, right? And
when I saw that, I'm like, woo.
Yeah, dude, that wasn't fun. But
dirty ramp.
Shout out to Chernoff, who kind of watched the whole thing happen.
Yeah, I saw that. He was
good buddy of mine, good friend.
A lot of help that was.
It's like an NWO takeover.
It's just the point. All he did was point at me as if like he was gonna magically like get me up. I tell you what, the best feeling of all of it was hearing the crowd kind of get behind me afterwards and, tell me to get up. And I got texts right after the night of people that were in the crowd like, is it time? Is it time? I'm like, no, it's not time. It's bullshit is what it is. You know what I mean?
Vader?
Yeah, right? It's destruction time. But no, I don't know, man.
How many people would you say watched you get your ass kicked?
Shit. I mean...
Because last time we were there was at least like,
500 in the crowd. And you know what's funny? It happened like right after we went off the air. So like not even the first person can get out the door. You know what I mean? So everybody saw it. They're screaming on the top. I heard like kids crying and shit. it was a tragic situation.
Are you sure it wasn't the rat bastards crying since they lost?
Speaking of getting kicked in the face, that was one. That was in the pre-show because Trax and Victor Benjamin are just worthy of that. It was in the pre-show where they kicked Xander Torres's nose right off his face. It was incredible.
And that made you smile.
It did.
That was a good video, too.
I don't believe in karma, but like I do believe in karma to an extent. I felt like my laughing there of having a good time with that just kind of led me to down the road that I went. So.
No, you know what it is? You're starting to, on the mic, you're the best guy on the mic, and Chernoff's got the power, and now he's got power.
That is a good point. He has the power with the.
He's got the power with those guys now. Whatever they're calling themselves, Team Devastation.
Yeah,
I don't know,
whatever. If that's what they came up with, like
just watch your back. Don't worry about it. The next one.
What they see on a bumper sticker?
Yeah, right.
The next one will be there. We got your back. Don't worry.
Right.
April
the
29th. April the 29th, I believe. TLC. Moff, but that's the thing. Moff got his way, man. Like, Moff is inserted into the unification match all of a sudden. So there's going to be one champion that walks out of there.
For a triple threat ladder match?
Yeah, so it's an Anarchy triple threat TLC. So It'll be
It's a
interesting.
TLC?
Yeah, dude.
I thought it was just a ladder
No,
match.
bro, ready for this? TLC match in the main event. And then Dark STG, which we've seen
saw
those
that.
videos, is in a casket match with Falaba.
First one ever.
First one in WrestlePro history.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
That's going to be dope,
It's gonna be
too.
a big casket.
it's going to be, yeah, right? Remember that Yokozuna casket that Undertaker made? It was like the size of fucking 3.
That's going to be a good match.
They're all going to be good. It's going to be great. I'm excited to get back. But again, I've said it on multiple shows already this week. You know, what happened on Saturday night is not going to happen again. So we're good. We're good.
Damn right it won't. All right, guys.
Moving on.
On that note,
We had WWE this week.
okay, so what did you think of Raw?
He was actually, Rob was in the darkness.
No, I watched it. The Cody Roman stuff was good.
Yeah.
It always is. It really is.
Yeah. The show itself was just, it's hard for me to stay pumped for a 3-hour fucking program.
I just think that they're
It's
trying
hard.
to fit as much Mania storytelling in as possible. Because
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing everybody on both shows, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I think you're going to see that going forward. I really don't think they're going to keep like a brand split. I think it's going to be the way it was originally.
Well, there's rumors that Triple H doesn't like the Universal title and he's
Right.
going to bring back the big gold belt.
Really?
That's what like the thing.
yeah,
on
there's
the
a lot
internet
of
is now.
rumors and rumblings going on right
if
now.
they bring Wing Eagle for Raw and then like
They might-
SmackDown be the world title, that'd be great.
You're going to see guys in their
That would be
40s come out
WWF
the
and
house.
WCW, dude. Like that would be two completely
Well, I
separate
mean, Ric
brands.
Flair would stop trying to get a job with AEW.
You
Would
gotta
probably
make-
want to
you
go
gotta
back
make
to
them
WWE.
separate. You got to make them separate. Make those belts separate. You know, like that would be the biggest separation. It would literally be two companies, different titles, SmackDown and Raw.
They need to do that because USA wants their own champion and the other one wants their own champion. But that's like why they should go to streaming service, right? So they don't have to worry about that. Because then they don't have to answer to nobody.
There's
Except
probably
for
more
one company.
Yeah, but
There's
there's
so
probably
much
more
more
money
money,
in
though, and-
advertising.
yeah,
Think about how many commercials are on during Raw. That's what kills me.
Well,
All those commercials. And I get it. You do the picture-in-picture thing.
which is awful for the
bad.
wrestler. It's
Yeah.
awful because back in the day, okay,
Yeah,
when they
for
went to
their break.
commercial, you can catch your breath.
Yeah.
Now the camera's on you the entire time and you can't even remotely
yeah, but
breathe.
even now as the viewer, it's a little bit more difficult watching it because for me, the commentators are the ones that kind of uplift the moment going with the moves and things like that.
That's true.
So when you're just watching it in the picture-in-picture, for how long that they have it on there for, it's like,
I always thought like
I don't know what
you-
I'm paying attention to be honest.
while you're at the live show, you should
Whopper. That's what you're paying attention.
Yes.
no, but like it's so funny. But I always thought like at the live show, you should be able to like put headphones in and go to like a special channel. Like you ever go to Six Flags and you're like you go to the Safari and you're like oh go
be
to
able
this,
to hear the
go to this
commentary.
channel.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Well, you
they
can
should-
do that.
At Raw.
Yeah.
Well, if you go like on Hulu, but it's gonna be
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's gonna be far. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, you can't get synced up.
Yeah, it's gonna. I would. That's stupid. Do you know who's still looking for an opponent?
Damn it,
Bobby Lashley. Well, yeah, I don't really know what's going on with that. I mean, I know Bray is not gone, so
Well, Tommy, you're usually knee deep within the IWC. Like, what are people saying? Like, it's
Oh,
been weeks now.
It's mostly all the AEW fans. Oh, he walked out because he sucks.
Do people actually think Bray Wyatt
Oh,
stinks?
dude, they're making the
yeah.
jokes
Because
with
those
the
guys
QR
are
codes. Like, come
clueless.
on. Like, listen.
Some stuff they're not wrong about though.
Yeah, look, and we've said
This
this
is a
before.
build to nothing.
Yeah, it was that exactly. It was kind of this big build up. They're not going to say no to a stupid gimmick match that Mountain Dew probably paid them a shit ton of money
Yeah,
for.
for real. Obviously.
Did I like the match itself? No, I didn't. I don't think it did anything for either one of them. That's Bray Wyatt's TV match was that, which it didn't work. It didn't work.
Aesthetically, it was cool.
Yeah.
The match itself was kind of
I mean, look, if Naomi was in it, okay, that would have been fine because that's her whole gimmick.
her shtick. Yeah.
If Bray doesn't come back, what do you do with the Uncle Howdy stuff? I mean, you
I
already
mean, I
introduced
don't know,
Uncle Howdy,
because-
right? Like, so you gotta do something. Like,
I don't know, man. I think he's going to come back.
I think
They're
he's
saying it's-
hurt.
they're
I think
saying it's an
something's up.
illness or something
we
like that.
saw Alexa Bliss post on social media that she was
Yeah,
getting like
she
skin
had
cancer
skin cancer.
treatment, and that's why that doesn't say that's why she was out.
And
But
that's another one. The IWC. Oh, she's not happy. She's sitting at home to the point where she had to go on Twitter and be like, "I'm fine."
because Dave Meltzer,
Yeah,
put something
Meltzer.
out.
what else is new?
Do you think they're going to be back by Mania, or do you think we're going to have to find Bobby another opponent? because they're not going to not have Bobby on the card. Because right now there's only 12 matches.
Right.
So that's 6 on one night, 6 on another, and you know that's not what they're going to do. I think there's going to be at least 2 more matches, right? 7 or at least 8 each night.
It's still such a long night.
Starts at 8 too.
So hopefully both cards end at 11. That would be the
11:30. WrestleMania, I'd say 11:30.
Okay, fine. 11:30.
I think we were here till 12, like 11:47.
I feel like it was very late last year.
It was.
Yeah, I would assume that Lashley's definitely gonna have a match regardless, but I don't know if you can add anything at this point to build.
There's 2 weeks left, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like by the time this airs, right, we'll be already be focusing on the go home Raw.
Yeah,
dude.
but you know what though? You know why they can load up more? Because as I've always said, it's on an app. You have it already. They could put whatever they want on there. It's WrestleMania. You're gonna watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, how does that benefit Bobby Lashley though? That's my point.
Well, because I think he's still going to be on there. Look, I'm not going to completely take Bray out of the fold.
And you're just going to give him a squash match at WrestleMania.
Maybe he doesn't wrestle Bray. Maybe he doesn't wrestle Bray.
Okay,
maybe
so what do you do?
Who's he wrestling? Who's he wrestling?
You want my opinion?
Yeah. If it's not Bray,
let me talk to you.
Yeah,
L.A.
needs his
night.
WrestleMania
they
moment,
said he's
right?
going to do something with Austin though.
I don't see that at all.
Kill for that.
And
I want that so bad.
on one
Like
of
Cody
the,
just beat him last week.
what?
Cody just beat
No,
LA Knight
I don't
last
see
week.
Austin coming back for this WrestleMania.
Okay.
I know LA Knight's going to be at Mania because at one of the house shows, somebody recorded him on the mic saying he's going to be at WrestleMania. So,
well, he already said that on a real promo, saying like there's going to be an LA Knight, no WrestleMania, what LA Knight.
So
whatever.
I think that if they're going to do that, I think he wrestles Lashley, and I think Lashley beats him, and then Bray comes out, lights go off, and I think Bray comes out with Alexa and Uncle Howdy, which I think that's when we get the reveal of Uncle Howdy being Bo Dallas.
That would be so fucking stupid. That's probably what's going to happen, though, because that's just what they do.
But then again, Hunter's saying that he has very big plans for the night after Mania.
Yeah, so that's always the best night anyway.
From what I've read on that one, that's just a Ryder thing. Possibly Zack Ryder, Cardona coming back. But that's the big surprise. Like, that's the big payoff. And I don't know if that's going to move the needle for the WWE fans. I think it will because, again, he's made himself a career on the indies by being a belt collector. You know, the guy's winning every
I love the Indiana Jones gimmick now, by the way.
Oh, it's great. All this stuff is hilarious. But, see, all right, so you got LA Knight against Bobby Lashley. Speaking of LA Knight, man, if it's not Austin, I got this weird feeling that he's going to be out there doing his shtick, saying he needs a WrestleMania moment. When you think of Hollywood, you think of LA Knight, and that's like easy segue for The Rock as well.
No way it happens. Not with them. No way. Roman.
You just want to hear if you smell.
If that
but
happened at the main event, I would fucking pop. But for that, it'd be like, dude, did they just waste The Rock for LA Knight?
It's not a waste. If you think LA Knight's going to be as big as he is, and I really truly think he is, it's not a waste. It's a make. It's a make of a character.
But not with the Roman stuff going on.
I mean, that stuff, it seems like it's running its course. I mean, that promo we saw the other night, man, it was great, dude. Such great storytelling as this week goes on. They're banger after banger.
What do you think? Because I want to talk about that.
If it's not an NXT guy, just because like you got to put whoever going up there, it's going to be on 2 weeks' notice, so it's not going to be a squash match. It's got to be somebody you want him to have a match with. You know what I mean? Someone you're gonna even if he wins, they're gonna get put over.
You don't think it's Braun Breaker, do you?
Well, he has stand and deliver the night before against Carmelo Hayes, which he's definitely gonna lose. My thing would be 2 people, and if they were not NXT guys, it would be Solo because the Bloodline already have something going on, right?
Interesting, but he needs to win. He needs to win. If Solo goes out there and loses to Bobby Lashley, like Solo's dominance looks a little weak.
Or Damian Priest because he's the only one not doing something too.
So you've called him Damian Pierce. He's called him Judas Priest.
One day we're gonna get this right.
But because he's the only one not doing something.
What if the WWE wants to pony up? And I don't know what they're doing with Brock and Omos as far as a finish. But what if Brock double dip?
I thought the same thing. Like add Bobby cool. to that match, but then
like put Brock twice. Like night 1, Brock Omos, Brock takes care of business or loses. Right, loses to Omos, puts him over, and all of a sudden they're like, "Wow, the beast has been conquered," and like he comes out the night 2 and kicks the shit out of Bobby Lashley. I know you don't like that. I do.
Everybody's getting
as a Brock guy.
Look, I wouldn't mind it, but I definitely think Brock has some unfinished business with Omos after that terrible mushing on Raw.
Oh yeah, that was a bad. That was
a bad
rough.
spot.
Couldn't throw him over the ropes. But I think that was Brock. I think Brock looked very small compared to Omos. Almost
tiny.
as big as
Wait,
hell.
Brock was on Raw?
He sent you a thing where he tried to throw him over the ropes and he couldn't get over.
Brock has a stigma. Him, Kurt Angle, same
Where
thing.
they can't fall
They can't
over?
go behind. They can't go backwards.
Yeah, I saw.
They
a
don't
lot
know.
of us
It's
saw
not that they don't know how. It's just that they feel more comfortable going forward. So if there was a moment where it looks like he switched midway, it's because Brock did that, not because
I don't. It's just I don't think he got high enough. I don't think Brock jumped high enough either.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the WrestleMania.
It's going to be a mess of a fucking match.
I'm hearing that Randy Orton's being brought back in for WrestleMania.
What?
I've heard that too.
For what? What role?
Here's
what are we
I
doing?
think he could.
I'm getting
Here's
excited
what
now.
I think they could do.
Move that needle.
Because we know we're getting Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus the Usos for the titles. And I still think there's a story in between there somewhere. Someone's going to turn on somebody. But they could have Riddle and Orton come back because that's who beat the Usos beat them for the titles.
Right.
RK Bro.
Wait a minute now. What if
that's the Raw after?
Yeah, but what if Bray is still going to be in that match with Lashley and Orton comes out and costs Bray the match?
I mean, that's too deep. That's too deep because like they've already kind of dropped the ball with this Lashley and then Bray match because there's not a lot of promotion.
This has to be like a
You can't just bury Bray. I hate using that term, bury, but like, you know what I mean. Like you can't just have somebody come back.
You're such a fucking Mark, Dave.
I'm just saying. You just can't. You can't do that.
They need to have like this has to be like for Lashley now. Really, if Bray's not in this match in one form or fashion, this moment, even it just
but
has
that's
to be
what I'm
a
saying.
Lashley
If
moment.
Bray is in the match, you can have Orton come out for that.
You could, I guess,
that history.
You could, but I just think that's a way for them to put Riddle back on TV.
You know what?
We're not hearing anything
Now
about
I think
Riddle.
about it. I don't know if you can have. If you have one guy come back, that'll ruin the pot for the next guy.
Yeah.
I think. You know what I'm saying? Like if Riddle came back and you hear like, bro, and he comes out, people are gonna get excited, but then like they're already like, oh, Orton's next.
Yeah,
like they know it. So it's just like, I don't know if they could do that. Now that I think about it, RK Bro might be dead.
If they came out together, though.
Yeah, I mean, if it's Orton, bro, it's Orton.
It is Orton. I agree.
Orton. Like I think he needs his own.
He ain't gonna come, dude. I mean. The only way he comes out then is screwing Cody Rhodes for the title.
Or helping him.
There's that too.
Or helping him too.
Remember the legacy.
Yep. You have that too. So there are definitely
and then
ways
Triple
they can
H
go
comes
with
out, and it's like
No, that's.
I know, but it's like that's Triple H's boy, so he comes out too. I'm just
You're dying to see Triple H get injected in so much.
I want Cody to turn heel.
You can't wait to see The Rock.
I can't. I just want Cody to turn heel.
Apparently,
We're all
I'm the
gonna
only
sit
one
here
that's
next
not a
week. We're all
fucking
gonna
mark
sit
for
here.
this right now.
We're all gonna sit here on the week after WrestleMania, just totally fucking disappointed. Like everything, we're just gonna be like, this sucked.
Well, just like me with the Royal Rumble.
We're all gonna come in
Nothing
with
I fucking said happened.
We're all
except
gonna come in with like
Chelsea
AEW hats on and shit. Like,
Wait, whoa.
That'll never happen.
Let's
gotta
not go that
send me
far.
one.
My last name ain't fucking Ruiz, pal.
What else? Charlotte,
card,
Rhea, Dom, and Ray.
Well, I mean, we called this Dom and Ray thing before. We called this when it was Ray's 20th anniversary or however many years. We said, especially you, because I think you're the one that said it, they're going to have a match at Mania, and it's probably going to be Ray's last match, and Ray's going to put Dom over, and then that's it.
if you really want to build him up as a heel, he doesn't have to go over. He can
What
lose
if he
to Ray.
pulls Dad's mask off?
You know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
For his last match, he loses his mask.
Do you
It
think
should
he
have already.
cares?
It should have already been. I can't believe they didn't even go that. Like say that yet. That they want to do that.
Because I seriously think people are going to expect that, but if they don't talk about it and then he just straight does it, you have the shock.
I guess.
Like somebody just saw Ray on the street and he took a picture and he actually covered the bottom
his
half of his
face,
face.
Yeah, I did see that.
So I think that they go that route. I mean, I don't know how much more hated Dom can get.
Gosh, I still can't get behind it. I don't know.
It's
what
hard.
it is.
Like there's moments. He has moments. But when he starts going deep into the promos, he loses the moment.
He does. Yeah, it's like he's trying too hard to be like a fake
They already
kid.
hate him. We don't, you
Just
don't
be
have to
yourself.
get the cheap
He's
heat.
trying too hard to be Spanish when he's like, "You're Spanish, dude. We get it."
No, I don't think. I think it's just like the corny shit, like the I wanted the M series.
Yeah.
Like, dude, nobody
that was dumb.
talks like that. Just be for real. Be like, yo, you weren't there. You didn't go to any basketball games. You're a piece of shit.
Well, no, there
Like,
are people. There
just
are
say-
people that talk that way.
No, I don't think
Rich
he
white
don't.
kids that live in friggin' Beverly Hills. You know what I mean?
It's just a corny thing. I don't
It
know.
is.
I don't
I
like
guess
it.
it's supposed to be corny because, like I said, she's the real leader of the Judgment Day. Even though the two of you think
Finn
it's
Balor
Finn.
Edge.
Love it. You see the
I wanna
you see the
sell-
promo, Edge promo, man?
Yeah. So obviously we're getting the Demon Edge. I mean, the Demon Finn, and I think we're going to get the Brood Edge. I think it's going to be
that'd be sick.
that
Ooh.
old.
Can he come out with the music?
That's what I think.
Oh,
Bro, I
can he
don't
come
think-
out with Gangrel?
Is
Gangrel
is
just
Christian
wrestled
is
August.
Christian a free agent?
No.
He might be. I think that was what the whole burying thing was like about.
If he.
Bro, if the Brood
If-
came
yeah,
back,
if he
at
shows up,
WrestleMania.
My
Yeah, but
First
no.
of all, there's no better song in the history
Yeah,
of
but
Mania
no, there's no
ever.
way because fucking the
not?
con man
Nah,
won't
there's
let,
no. They have no complete. They don't have that.
Are
over
you
there.
sure?
Positive.
because
Positive.
what's his name? Regal still can't be seen on
No,
TV.
but he agreed to that to let him out of his contract. He agreed you could go over there but for the first year you can't be on TV.
I mean, I'd love to see Christian just for the entrance.
Bro.
oh, the fucking
Bro,
pop,
I got fucking chills just thinking about
That
it.
place would go ape shit.
the pop, bro. And it's all three of them.
Because it's Judgment Day.
Yeah. Look.
Oh my
If Finn
God.
comes out first,
See?
100%.
Well, we're getting the demon, so he might get the whole second thing.
Yeah,
because
he can still come out first because
That's
either
true.
one they have.
man, Mania's
extravagant
getting
No,
good.
matches.
Edge has to come out second if he's coming out with Christian Gangrel.
Can you imagine? Oh, fucking hell. And the Hardys, too. Why not?
Look, you see, look. You know how he makes fun of us? Oh, you fucking marks. You're marking out just as
It's
much as we
Mania
do. I
season,
love
bro.
it.
It's Mania season. Everybody gets like this,
Logan
no
Paul
matter
got
who you
knocked
are.
out.
Look at that.
Paul
They
knocked
knocked the
out.
fucking mark right out of him.
Hilarious.
Logan Paul knocked out, what's his name again? Twice.
Yeah, it's
Knocked him out
He's
twice.
snoozing them, bro. Every
yeah,
time.
no, but that makes
Snoozing.
you. I think Rollins is going to go over.
Rollins hasn't won in a long time. I
you've
say it all the
embarrassed
time.
him 2 weeks in a row.
It's gonna be a good match, I think.
Well, the go home's
Yeah,
got to be
they're-
another big.
Rollins
big
has to
thing.
get him once before they go to Mania, though.
Yeah,
At least one.
just swing and miss, pedigree stomp or whatever. You know, like that would be your big
or chair
send off,
chair
go home.
shots, like beat the piss out of him.
I don't think it's going to be too much of a. I don't know, but they can go either way. But I think personally that feud has been pretty good. I want to say that has
Yeah.
been pretty good.
What did you think of Logan Paul's promo?
I think he's another one who tries too hard
Yeah.
to be. It's like you could tell they're reading a piece of paper.
Well, here's the thing: when you're that and you're used to having no censor, it's very hard.
It's hard, yeah.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Imagine just putting a muzzle on you, Tommy, and saying, "Hey, Tommy, by the way, we can't curse today." You'd be lost. You'd be lost.
Why do I have a feeling that's coming soon?
And it's probably is going to come soon.
That's all right. I'll just write my promo on my hand.
All right, Rock.
Main event night one is Charlotte
Rhea,
Rhea. Do you like that?
very excited for that match.
There's people that are complaining
absolutely.
that they'd rather have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
You got it.
No, you got.
But I agree. You
to.
have
2023, ladies and
What are
gentlemen.
you gonna do? Like,
Yeah. What are you going to
Yeah,
say
but
no?
I
it'll
would never
happen.
discredit them, even if it wasn't.
I think it's
No, but I think
WrestleMania.
it's gonna be a good match
I think
too.
it's
Yeah.
great. There's no reason why you don't have those two headlining night one. No reason at all. They both can. Everybody knows Charlotte can go. No matter how sick people are of Charlotte, her return was huge.
What are we talking about?
I love
People
Charlotte.
have been sick of her because
she's a Flair and she's got
Yeah.
14. Well, it's 15 now, I think.
What?
How many titles? How many times she's won?
Something like that. I don't know
I think it's
how
like
many
14.
she's
15.
won.
But,
But-
should the tag team match be on the same night? Should it be on night 2, or should they put it on night 1?
Stack it with the main event.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
the
I would
same
do.
thing.
Have
Stack
to.
it.
You have to.
Yep, that's what I would do.
But does
You
that
got
put,
to have them all on the same
but
show.
does
It
that
would make
might
no
kill
sense.
the crowd though?
no.
No. You can have that.
You
ready
want
for this?
your-
You can have that tag team title match open night 2.
That's what they should do.
Open it. Open it.
See, I'd want a banger
That's a good
co-main
one.
and then main just to
No,
I think
no,
people-
that's not
it would
the way you
kill-
book it. You're
it would
supposed
kill
to-
the crowd.
You're supposed to go with the
You'll drain the
go
crowd
up and
out.
down and up and down. You bring them down. You bring them down right before the main event. Like I know there's no co-main events in WWE. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the main event, and there's just a match that
the MMA
pops up
fan
on
of
the
me coming out. Sorry, guys.
I think
So
it's like they'll drain
whatever the
crowd,
worst
is what
match
they say.
is. No offense to the guys that are all getting a WrestleMania payday, but you might get I don't know maybe you get Omos Brock before the main event. You're right. It might suck. So that's why they put it there. And everybody's pissed off about the result, however it goes.
Just don't let Brock come out with an excavator because you want to have a ring for the last match.
All right,
Yeah,
Tommy,
that's
take
true.
us a break.
All right, Tommy.
Oh, wait, we didn't talk about the most important match on the fucking card.
We did in the beginning. Cody and Roman? What?
Well, I wanted to ask your opinion
Go ahead.
on the promo.
Every week.
And you know which part I'm talking about.
When he said, I don't want to talk about my dad anymore?
No.
No, the one who told him that he ran away, started his own business, and
that
couldn't
was
get
in the-
over in
You
that
ran
company.
away.
Couldn't get over in that company.
That
Came
was
back
in the
here.
same. That was his comeback to that, though. Is what he said. Like, I don't want to talk. Let's not bring up my dad anymore.
Well, I mean,
I don't like the words he used. If somebody brings up my dad one more time, I'm gonna vomit.
yeah, he just needs. He's another one who you could tell he's reading off the script. Like, just talk.
Like
Be you, bro.
You don't have to do that.
Just
You
be you.
like, look, I'm tired of hearing about it. It's not the case.
But did you like the way he ended that?
What?
When he kind of
Having him question himself, like
the bloodline with
these
no
guys are
blood.
gonna
They're all
leave
gonna
you.
leave.
I love it. I
I
love
don't
it.
know. I still think Roman hasn't gone there yet, and he needs to go there. Yeah, he said. Well, you left because you couldn't do Stardust. Blah 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 blah. He has to go at him like, this is my shit.
I mean, we
this
knew
is
it was-
my. You left, and this is mine. Like,
We knew it
You
was
can do it on
coming.
Monday. Are they meeting up again
They
on
have to,
Friday?
right?
I don't know.
They
They
have
haven't.
to.
They haven't announced it.
Maybe they
Somebody's
don't.
got
I think
shit.
they'll
They
meet
know
up
you're
on the
gonna
Friday
watch.
before Mania.
That's why I hate SmackDown being on Friday. I feel like it's too close to Mania. Like, good night, everybody on SmackDown. See you tomorrow for WrestleMania. And just like, what?
And then Monday's Raw.
And then Monday,
It's
there's
4
four
days.
straight days of just nonstop craziness, which is, again, if you're a
Fucking
wrestling fan,
fantastic.
rock the fuck on, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's all good. But,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
true.
technically, you get wrestling 5 days a week.
Yeah, but
that-
not
that week.
WWE of straight content for 4 straight days.
Yeah.
WWE goes, what, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, usually?
Well, they got NXT Tuesday, but like, yes, you're getting fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, and when's the Hall of Fame? During the day, one of those days. When the fuck is the Hall of Fame?
Oh, when is the
Oh
Hall of
shit!
Fame?
Good call.
Is the Hall of Fame the Friday before after
It might-
SmackDown?
maybe it-
Is that what it was last
that's
year?
what it was. That's what
Because
it
they
was.
did the Hall of Fame in the ring. Remember,
Yeah.
Taker was in the ring for his speech?
Was that COVID though? No.
No, it was last year.
Oh, maybe that's what they're gonna do. Who knows? That's what they should do because the Hall of Fame.
So put SmackDown on Thursday.
Yeah, what's with the class of Hall of Fame? I don't feel like it's.
Right now it's fucking Ray and Andy Kaufman and Muda.
No, and Stacy Keibler. They're saying.
Well,
Yeah?
they're saying
Yeah.
Stacey
Just
Keibler, not yet.
I fucking love
They're
her.
trying to figure it out.
That's the
the
greatest,
Ravens loved her too.
greatest Vince meme ever. With the-
All right, guys. When we come back, we will be talking about AEW. Welcome back, everybody. It is now our AEW portion. Gentlemen, last night we had Tony Khan's dream match of all dream matches, which I was excited because I like Vikingo.
I call this match on AAA.
Yeah,
man.
we
Great.
had Vikingo against Curly Sue, the match that was supposed to happen back in
How do you
2021.
downplay Kenny Omega? It makes you so.
You really
dumb.
don't like him as a wrestler?
You know what?
It makes you look very
Here's what it
not
is.
credible.
Those fucking fans have me so twisted. It's hard for me to like him.
I think he's just
When he's by himself,
blinders up,
I
dude.
like him.
I
When he's-
really
don't like.
should. I really should because
he's one of the
when
best
I-
in the
when I
world,
saw-
dude.
easy.
He is. He really is. Ask like if you took a poll amongst the wrestlers, and you know how like NFL does their own thing.
In-ring.
NFL does their own thing where they kind of like vote for themselves. I would say 7 out of 10, 7 out of every 10 would say Kenny Omega's the best wrestler in the world. It's a true story,
I mean,
dude.
if you watched the match last night, I think Vikingo looked like he could have been.
He
You don't
showed
think
me
he
one
looked?
thing.
You
man.
don't think
It
he
almost
looked?
killed him.
I mean, I've seen Vikingo a lot of times, but maybe it's the way that it was produced on TV. I thought Kenny looked way bigger than he did. I thought he was no bigger than like Bad Bunny.
He might have been bigger, but here's the funny thing as we're going to get into this. When they announced it, and I saw it on Twitter, and, I had said, I go, yeah, this is definitely a dream match, but you're giving it away for free.
Yeah, I don't.
Why would you not have made that on your pay-per-view?
For Forbidden Door?
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't know what they're doing for Forbidden
It's
Door.
not like he's going to be at Warrior fucking 3 days later. That after
Vikingo?
this match, yeah, he's going to be at their next fucking thing.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they
So,
they have, but they usually go New Japan for that.
Like
thing.
to me, it's like Tony needs instant gratification.
Well, they got
He's like
Jeff
a
Cobb.
10-year-old.
Jeff Cobb and Kenny next week.
Yeah, love Cobb.
They didn't say anything about it this week, though.
I saw Cobb. Yeah.
They didn't. They just announced it.
I saw
like
Cobb
Dave
at
announced it.
War Chamber.
Really?
I've been trying to tell you
He
guys.
was a special guest wrestler. Like he was a hidden fucking wrestler.
Every Wednesday is a indie show.
Yeah.
So what a couple stories.
But, everybody was complaining. You have the one side complaining that there was no story behind it. Then you have the other one saying, well, just Google it. Okay.
To be honest, and I sent the graphic, but look at it yourself. From March, when they announced him, like 4 days, his Google search like skyrocketed.
Well, of course. But
So,
for me,
people looked.
Of course they did. But for me, it's like, I kind of understand where people are coming from. You shouldn't have to search.
No, people are coming from is that you have a roster. Give us people that are on your roster.
And you're not going to see him again. And it's unfortunate because, look, was the match awesome?
Unfortunate.
Yeah, the match was awesome. Was it a spot fest? It was meant to be a spot fest. I didn't like the way Kenny was like kind of positioning himself for those spots every single time.
Did you hear the way they introduced Kenny Omega?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were watching, so I stayed quiet in the chat.
I tried to find it to show Dave, but I couldn't find it anyway.
They gave him as many nicknames as they gave Apollo Creed in Rocky IV. I'm not kidding.
And he's like, he's held AAA championship 210 days longer than Vikingo. And this is all Justin Roberts doing it and like other shit. And like, I'm like, dude, come on, dude.
But yeah, I mean, Vikingo looked outstanding, and it sucks that we're not going to see him
What
again.
do you think of the story they're trying to tell? So Dynamite starts off, Nick Jackson's being put in an ambulance. Do you notice the production truck in the background?
Yeah.
Do you notice who's blocked off?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just take a shot from the middle? Because he's in the middle. Punk is in the middle.
You're also talking about a production team that's not really very good.
I also heard that the guy that is head of their production team used to be at WWE.
Really?
So now there's like a conspiracy saying like
doing
you know
it on
how
purpose?
Russo was sent to WCW supposedly, that he was sent there because they've caught Moxley blading like fucking five
Way.
times.
There's no shot at that.
You say that, but it's
The guy's just not very good at his job, which is probably why he's not with WWE
Do you
anymore.
think them
I can't
blocking
see
off the Punk thing is a something? Because they could just win halfway.
Well, no, because Tony probably said, well, I don't want CM Punk's face to be seen.
But people ain't stupid. People know.
Well, of course they did, but it also gets people talking. And that's exactly what it was
But
probably
then you have
meant to
this
do.
FTR. FTR comes down to the ring, challenges the Gun Club, says, "We will wrestle you."
I think they resigned.
If they resigned, Tony would have fucking put firecrackers in his asshole.
I'm telling
and
you, I
would've
think
shot
they
the fuck
resigned.
out. No, I'm not saying they're not gonna, but if they would have, bro, we would
I'm
have
telling
heard
you,
about it
here's
already.
why I think they resigned. And
Let me just tell the fans on Podcast 410. So FTR comes out, challenges them to our career in AEW for your tag team belts. Because at first it was, we'll never challenge you for the tag titles again.
Right.
They said no, and then they said that. They didn't say yes. They spit in their face, left, and no date was announced, but we know we're getting that. Now go ahead. What?
so it would be so obvious to have them lose, right?
Yeah,
It would
because
be
they're
just
going to
so
leave.
obvious.
They want to go to WWE.
FTR, Dax, and they're smarter than that. They're going to say,
What do
let's,
you mean, bro? So
watch.
You told me you listened to Dax, right?
Yep.
So before they came back, like he was on, I think it was Busted Open. I'm pretty sure. And Dax was like, "Listen, we've been ready to come back. We told them we were ready to come back. Our contract is not up till April. We haven't made a decision, but we're ready to come back." Then they came back at Revolution, right? Whatever.
Well,
Now
on his
do
podcast,
this.
he said the decision has been made.
Yeah, they know.
They're just waiting for everything, the paperwork to be done.
What is he, Aaron Rodgers? It's like at this
Well, if it
point.
was
he's not
AEW, he
giving
would
anything
just
up.
say it was AEW.
I'm telling you, he's not, because he wants to sell.
But
the
why
match.
would they want to stay there? Tell me why. WWE would give them more money right now. And don't tell me it's about money.
Yeah,
don't tell me it's about days.
That's from what it sounds like. If you're listening to him, the decision that him and Cash are making is because of their family. They really love being like they were at.
No, I
23
know. I've heard.
They were
I
just
heard.
at the 2300 arena.
But they just did all that.
They were only.
That's what
They
this
want to
time
do
off
that
was
more.
for.
That's what they're saying. Like they love doing that. They were just at the 2300
So for
arena.
the
Dave.
freedom, they'll go AEW.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think it's going to come down to this is going to be the main thing. It's if he gets to keep that podcast. Just like Adam Cole. If Adam Cole gets to keep his Twitch thing. That's why they all left, because they couldn't keep their things. If they let Dax keep that podcast, because Bruce Pritchard has his.
Yeah.
If they let Dax keep the podcast, I don't see why they would say no.
I just see him.
Same thing with Cardona. If they were like, hey, because I've heard Cardona say that he's not going back there if the podcast, if he has.
Yeah, but he just doesn't he do a podcast about wrestling figures? Isn't that it?
But they don't. But he talks wrestling still, though.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's just
Mark Sterling. And,
so
Myers.
he said that on Busted Open that he wouldn't go back
Good for him.
if he couldn't do the podcast. And I don't blame you either, because
No,
you're
I don't
making
blame
money.
you.
That's your
But
living.
my thing is with the whole family thing with Dax and Cash, and this is going to be the last contract that they ever sign. They've said that before. They like doing the fan things.
That's why I think it's going to be WWE. If you're saying that, it's going to be WWE.
Why they can't go to
No,
2300
that's
Arena.
why I think it's going to be AEW.
Yeah.
Because AEW gives you the freedom to do whatever
They
you
can't-
want.
But
They
he's
can't
saying
go
it's
to-
going to be their last contract they're ever going to sign. So
And
why wouldn't they go to
and
the
you say
fucking
money,
major leagues?
I say Tony Khan would pay him more.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think so.
That's an unlimited fund.
I still don't think. I think he would have gave it to him already. Why would
Maybe they did. Maybe
No,
they
no.
did.
Before all, why would
Oh,
you even let it get to this point, dude? It's FTR.
Very true.
Be honest.
Maybe
Seven
he's calling
star
their
no
bluff.
FTR.
I mean, maybe he's calling their bluff. I don't know, but I just think for all the reasons that I said that they love going to these different places to meet fans. You're not going to be able to do that with WWE. Like you can't just go to 2300 Arena unless you're on like a Legends contract and
Well, that's true.
sign
But,
autographs.
hey, listen, they're letting NXT people do indie shows now. Yeah, Google it.
Really?
Yeah, only NXT.
What? Google it. Is that the new fucking wrestling fan
But
term?
they are.
Google it, bro.
They are only certain.
We don't
ones.
trade tapes anymore. We just Google it, Dave.
Adam Cole's coming back next week.
Whoop de fucking do.
Yeah, bro, and they're like,
love
they're,
Adam
yeah,
Cole.
I do too. But they're not like this big opponent, blah blah blah, and then Daniel Garcia walks
Can
down
I
the
tell
fucking
you-
ramp. Why?
The one thing that
Because
really
it's
got
AEW,
He looks like a
baby.
15-year-old
the one
kid.
thing that got me like upset about the promo was because first of all, Mr. Cole, and this goes for MJF, and this goes for a lot of those guys. Can we please have somebody else apply the tanning stuff?
No,
It's
Cole, Adam
all
Cole's the
over his
worst, dude.
hands. It looks dumb. MJF does it too. He
Yeah.
doesn't even do his armpits
Go
sometimes.
to a fucking tanning bed.
Or that too. But
No, they probably
in a
do both, though.
In a pinch, you could throw the self tanner on and hit national TV, and you look tan.
See, that's why
but
it's
sometimes
great.
it's on his hands.
That's
it looks
why
ridiculous.
it's great to be
But
an
in any
Italian.
event-
5 minutes in a tanning bed
in
and
any
have a
event,
golden brown.
what I will say is this:
That's a good point, though.
I don't know why, and I know this is why how he talks, but you don't have to say "baby."
Adam Cole, right? Sometimes it's Marky.
Yeah, it's like I get it, like Adam Cole, baby, cool. But then like he's like, I'm gonna beat your ass, baby. It's just like you don't have to keep saying it.
But that's a funny thing because all the AEW fans are like, oh, all Cody does is to say, so what do you want to talk about? It's so cringe. But then you got Adam Cole saying "baby."
He's been doing that.
everything.
That's like he's been doing that
like-
forever, though.
and it's fucking corny. It's
I don't know.
corny.
It's-
Wait,
Stone Cold
before
says-
before Roman did it, is that a Cody thing?
Cody's been doing it from AEW. Like
Really?
when he would
Yeah.
start, like he'd get out there.
So
what
is
do you
that
wanna
why
talk
Roman
about?
did it?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how Roman did it. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Here I am. Here I'm way behind the fucking game.
Do you
here.
know fucking Sting's 14-0 in AEW?
Is he really?
what? Sting? Sting!
What the fuck, dude?
It's Sting!
Yeah, look, and I'm a huge Sting guy, but it doesn't work anymore.
I love Sting.
He was in a triple threat,
I know that. I watched it last
a trios match
And it
with
looks
with
so-
our favorite, the Butcher and the Blade.
Dude,
have
they're-
you ever met them?
No.
I don't thi-
No. I want to say no.
have you ever heard of them before AEW?
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah, no.
No, I truly.
I
oh,
just-
wait.
Don't you
Butcher and
lie
the
to
Blade.
me. Don't think
With the
of
bunny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then the one guy is
I wish I could tell you.
biker?
A butcher?
fuck, man.
A
No,
Butcher and a Blade.
he was definitely not the Butcher. The other one.
The Blade.
The Blade.
The Blade. I know the Blade.
I like the Blade.
Pepper. His name's Pepper. That's how I know him.
Pepper?
through Wrestle Pro. He's a friend of Kevin's.
Okay.
He's married or dating the
I
bunny.
like his gimmick.
Pepper is good. I don't know the other guy
With the big mustache?
with the big mustache.
That's the
which, by
Butcher.
the
Yeah.
way, I thought was
Robotnik?
The other guy.
That's fucking hilarious.
Bro, what'd you say?
Robotnik from Sonic.
You mean Jim Carrey's guy?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny, dude.
No.
That's so
Don't you
funny.
remember? There was another thing.
That's so funny.
There was another thing that there was another guy that came out. Where I was like, wait a minute, that's the Butcher, but it wasn't. Like they looked identical. But it wasn't the same
I
guy.
have to
That was
know.
way back, in the beginning of the show. The
I have
inception
no
of the
idea.
show.
John Moxley didn't bleed this week again.
Nice.
No.
2 weeks in a row, baby.
But he bled at the house show.
Yeah, what
So-
the fuck, man?
Hey, I saw someone say, if I'm paying fucking $10 to see John
Hey,
Moxley,
speaking of the
he
house
better
show,
bleed.
That's hilarious.
Pat Buck introduced himself
Hell
to the
yeah.
AEW world,
Hell yeah.
and they shit all over it.
No, but I see,
People
like,
are assholes.
I
Which, like, for me, it was like, dude, really?
I get why Pat Buck would choose to work at AEW though, because with WrestlePro, it's like you could say like, hey, you might have this opportunity to come put
Yeah,
you on
but
dark.
I also get
You know what
why
I'm saying?
he,
It's like a
why he
bigger-
went
I
out there
fucking
to wrestle
get
at the
it.
house show, because he wrestled QT Marshall, who's not a fucking wrestler anymore. So that works for me.
Did you see QTV this week?
Did you-
Was Hobbs even on it?
Did you notice that
Wait, they did the QTV again thing
Yeah,
last night?
Hobbs wasn't on it.
I didn't see him, but did you notice that he had the
Thank
fucking...
God.
Wait, did you notice that he had the charcuterie board next to him because of that him fucking battling with that Alfred dude on Twitter?
What's a because he said he's gonna send them a charcuterie board, right?
Yeah, full of cheese to go with the wine.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Anywho.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing that these content creators and writers are getting into these spats with, and it's just AEW guys, and it's pretty much just QT Marshall.
The end of Dynamite. Adam Page is standing in the ring. Well, Blackpool Combat
So
Club comes
here's
out,
my
right?
issue with that.
Those hoodies are ugly as hell. First of all, right?
They're very plain.
They're just.
I think that's the whole fucking
nothing
point.
to
It was
of
like 1880s Boston Red Sox jersey.
That's what it looks
like.
like,
What
yeah.
the hell is
That,
that?
I want to know your guys' because for me, that match
They're
was-
heels now.
That but that match was amazing.
It was good,
It was awesome.
Okay.
and I think that the running, it fucking ruined it.
but they're trying to
Because-
tell a story.
I get that, but this is the only time the Kingo's going to be in that ring. Like, there was no need for them to do that part of
I'll
it
tell you
because
why.
now the guy rolls out of the ring, he's gone, and the show's over. So him going there was like nothing.
No, they knew they would have a lot of eyes if they're telling the story that I think they're going to try to tell. They knew that they'd have a lot of eyes on the ending of the match.
I didn't like it. I'm not a huge fan of the constant run-in.
Who do you
to end the
think?
show.
So let's talk about the Don Canales thing when he takes the
Yeah,
bump. Takes the bump himself.
Help me with this.
Okay.
What's this guy's deal? Who the fuck is he?
He's Kenny's handler.
Are you kidding? You don't know who that is?
Am I a Kenny Omega fan?
No,
No,
it has
but he
nothing
was
to do
more
with
than
Kenny
that.
Omega.
He was like on TNA, right? Impact, right?
Bro,
Impact.
do you remember Cyrus from the Truth Commission?
That's Cyrus?
Yeah, dude, it's the same guy.
He's annoyed me then.
I worked with him. I worked with him when I got the chance to go work for Impact. He was there. He was the
Oh.
color commentator with Josh Matthews.
Look, I knew he had
Yes.
something to do with Impact. I didn't know that he was like, okay.
So he takes the bump. Obviously, he's trying to blame
Which
it
looked
on.
dumb.
Yeah, but he's blaming it on Adam Page.
He did
Right.
the Eddie Guerrero.
So do you think?
he did it.
Who do you think?
Did you see it?
No.
Okay. Trust me, when you see it, you're like, it looks like
It
he
did
just
look
sat
stupid.
down.
Look,
Like,
but I
it
get what he was
stupid.
trying. He was,
And that's
doing that.
fine. That's fine.
But
Yeah,
that
He
was
could
the
have
goal.
threw himself, you know?
Why he didn't get touched? What do you think? Do you think it has something to do with the Nick Jackson thing? Is that connected?
I think. See, it's
And
weird.
why did they have Adam Page drive the ambulance back?
Because he was in the ambulance.
he
with
went
the
with
Bucks
them?
When he went,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
he went
okay.
with them.
Okay.
And he drove the ambulance back and somehow was able to stop.
Because Don
and get it.
Canales said that he sent Tozawa or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah, no, he was in the ambulance with them, and then he came back. And,
Okay. Do you think Canales is with the Blackpool Combat Club?
Yes.
Or you do?
Yep, that's what it looks like.
But he could be with Adam. He could be with. Because like 2 weeks ago, he was scouting Takeshita's match. Where the fuck you say his name?
I think he's with the Blackpool Combat Club because honestly, the Blackpool Combat Club needs somebody like him or.
But they need to
we
not
had
be
Regal.
called the Blackpool Combat Club anymore because there's no connection to England.
Do you really think that fucking matters?
I'm just saying.
Does anything
should
that-
Wild Thing be a song be played for heels?
No.
I mean, I get why he does it.
Why?
I just watched
From-
Major League last night.
Yeah, from
But why, you
Ricky,
think that's
Ricky
why
Wild
he
Thing Fun,
does
and he's
Wild
from
Thing?
Ohio. Yeah.
Oh, that's even
why he does it.
fucking worse, dude. That's even worse. I just thought about that.
I like it. I love it.
Hook and Stokely Hathaway last
That was
night.
so stupid.
In a no disqualification match.
Stokely's
right?
wrestling?
Listen to this shit, dude.
it's-
One,
it's-
Hook gave him the worst chair shots ever. Like,
Why is he hitting him with a chair?
you
know
tell
what, though?
me. And then the firm doesn't even come out and help.
Nope.
Stokely just gets his ass kicked.
But here's
and
the
then
thing.
it's like,
Again, with the production team, You could have went with another camera angle, not directly on
Right
the
over
side,
it, dude.
to
Like
show
this.
Hook hitting the fucking ring.
This is Stokely. Here's what it shows.
Like you could have cut to another camera angle, looking at the front.
It's the conspiracy
Bro,
production
it's
team.
WWE guy. I'm telling you, why would it?
Maybe it's interns, like college interns that they have doing it.
I don't think so.
Maybe,
Dude, speaking of, so we'll get off AEW in a second because it's just a fucking shit show. But at least they're telling stories now. That's all, I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. They will be back in next week. God damn it, I'll be 853. So, the Bunny, the Butcher, and the Candlestick Maker, right? They face Sting and fucking Orange Cassidy.
Maker?
Orange Cassidy kicks off the show again.
Who the fuck is the Candlestick Maker?
Fucking the Bunny girl.
The
Was she
Butcher?
even there? Because the Butcher had different clothes on. He had like red on this week. They weren't wearing
I
leather.
don't know. Was there a chick there? I don't remember.
Anyway, they
She
faced
might-
Sting
yes,
and
yes,
who
So
else?
they face Sting, Orange Cassidy, and somebody else. Oh, Darby Allin.
Yeah, Darby Allin. Darby.
Darby Allin's the size of that fucking thing right there.
Yeah. But he's the pillar, one of the pillars.
That's a fucking sturdy ass building, huh?
He couldn't hold a fucking a 5-gallon jug of water, but he's going to hold up a company.
But you know why this match happened?
They got
Because at
bored
House Rules, the Butcher and the Blade attacked them. So that's why this match
Backstage.
happened.
So, boy,
When they
they're
were
taking
doing
the
an
house
interview.
shows and applying them to Dynamite.
Yeah.
I'm not against that.
How are we supposed to know if I'm not there?
Did they show? Wait. Did they show footage?
Yeah, like during the show.
Yeah,
did
during
you
the
know
show when it
what
was about to come out.
happened
No, but
Well, their fans knew what
I'm
happened
trying, guys.
beforehand.
I'm trying here.
Their fans knew what happened
Bro, you
beforehand.
have to watch all
Their
these
fans
shows.
knew there was a reason for it.
Next
So
week starts
apparently-
that other shit too, huh? The Access, right?
And Rampage is on Saturday at 10.
When?
Next Saturday at 10 is when Rampage is on.
Time out. Time all the way out.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about this Saturday. You're talking about next Saturday?
Oh, this Saturday at 10.
Oh.
Right? It's the next
I don't know.
Because
pay
there's
attention to
no
Rampage.
possible way they actually go head to head with WrestleMania,
Oh,
right?
please
That's
do
not
that.
next Saturday.
Yes, it is. Next week's the go home shows, is it not?
Oh no, so then it is this Saturday at 10.
No,
I'm
no, no.
pretty sure.
Let's
I
keep
could
it
be
the other
wrong.
way. Please try and have your fucking Rampage on WrestleMania night.
Like,
oh
that
my
would be
god, that would be hysterical.
insanity.
I mean, if WrestleMania does the Hall of Fame after SmackDown,
That'll get more views
It'll get
than
competed
Rampage,
with
yeah.
Rampage.
Well, it will, but also remember if
I
it's
don't know
on
how
the
they
app,
do it, though.
people can watch it.
Yeah.
after.
And it probably will be on the app, right?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, we'll be back. We got to fucking arrest some losers this week.
Sounds good.
I have one that's really you're gonna like. You have to grab our hats.
Wee-oo, wee-oo. Oh, it was slower this week.
What are we,
Batters are
Britain?
dying.
Yeah, I got kicked in the face on Saturday, so I'm
That's right.
a little tired.
All right, guys, it's that time again. It is Mark Busters. We are here. We've been scouring the internet. Well, Rob and I. Dave kind of told us to go fuck ourselves because he was mending his wounds this weekend. So Rob and I have been scouring the internet to find you the most interesting and fun Mark Busters that we can. So, Rob, go ahead.
Here's yours first, Tom. You ready?
Oh, this douche.
So Rhea Ripley puts out on the Twitter.
Which, by the way, Tommy, I still couldn't find the actual tweet because I was going to tweet back at this guy, but
I took care of it.
I mean, I have an opinion.
all right, go ahead.
People-
Read what it
Rhea
says.
Ripley says, people need to respect that no means no at airports. Do not follow me outside. Today has put me off completely. I will not sign anything that isn't a personalized photo of us anymore. Hate me, I don't care. Disagree with me. Try putting yourselves in our shoes for one bloody day. The raddest of all Robs, you son of a bitch, Rob. Get over yourself. It's the position you signed up for. We pay for your lifestyle.
Not very smart, Rad Rob. What do you got, Tommy?
So let's give you guys a little background on the raddest of all Robs. He does a podcast. Can you guess what kind of podcast he does?
Just Rob's? Can I get on there?
No, it's not just Rob. He's actually on a podcast with Johnny Petraglia Jr. Now, Johnny Petraglia's dad is a legend in New Jersey and the bowling community because he was a pro bowler.
You would know that.
So, yeah, I was a bowler too.
You would know that.
I was a bowler too, and I actually bowled against his kid in a tournament, and I got destroyed.
So just real quick.
So guess what their podcast is about?
So the raddest rad guy is a bowler?
He's I don't know if he's a bowler, but he does a bowling podcast.
What a fucking loser.
So hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So don't take this wrong.
No
way,
disrespect
Tommy.
to the bowlers
But
out there.
No, this is disrespectful.
But he's a dork.
I'm gonna be funny for a second. I think I'm funny. Tommy. So you bowl,
Not anymore.
but you know about the bowling community, and you like pageants for kids, right?
Well,
Honey
my
Boo
daughter's
Boo,
fucking pageants,
Honey Boo Boo
pal.
had the same episodes, right? In a trailer park in South Carolina somewhere. There's got to be a blog for that kind of stuff, right?
Maybe.
You were wondering what Tommy's burner is on Twitter? It's probably like Bowling Tommy or something like that.
Catch my pins 22.
Hey, I made
There's all
good money
strikes
doing
all
that.
day.
I made good money doing that
turkeys.
shit. You can say whatever the hell you boys want. I made good money doing that shit.
And
back
here
in
you
the
are
day.
doing a podcast making nothing.
But it's not a bowling
Fucking
podcast.
shirt says the Reverend.
It's not a bowling podcast. So I
anyway,
got one
back
step.
to
So what's
Rat-
up with
Raddus of the Robs.
Rat and his bowling podcast?
How do you fucking have a
Free
bowling?
publication, right? Or
How do you-
promotion.
how do you have a
Would
bowling?
listen to that?
Well, thank you. But how do you have a bowling podcast and then you're going to insult Rhea Ripley for a statement that she is 1,000% right in making?
Listen, when one person a month comes up to your father at a Walmart and wants their autograph, I mean, the kid has a point. Well, put out for your fans,
no,
right?
Petraglia did.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around
Time out.
bowling podcast.
Petraglia
Like, oh,
did-
yeah, you know,
no.
I went out there, I gave it
Petraglia didn't
110%.
say it. His partner said it. Rob said it.
No, I get it.
The Raddus
So
of the Robs.
So this is another Rob like you who I think he just wants to say things just to see who he could piss off and then step away.
Listen,
So that's what he did, you think?
Yeah.
So there was no genuine.
no, I think it was
I
genuine.
mean, it could be because there are a few people that say the same thing. So check this out.
But wait, hold on, before you put him in his place, I'm gonna be on this side. Of this
Go ahead,
show.
play devil's advocate.
I'm
When the
just
fuck
not-
is this
I'm
happening?
not. Listen, hold on.
What
I'm not
fucking
saying
time
that-
warp am I in?
I'm not saying that. I understand no means no. If you ask for something, they say no. That should be it.
Especially in
First of all,
2023, no means no. Folks.
But when you're at an airport, when you're walking through, you see these people standing there with their shit, with
Right.
their things. If they're not coming over to you to sign it, obviously they don't want to sign it. That's just me, right? I mean, I'm not crazy. But there are some people who feel like, and I guess it is up to you. It's your own personal opinion. Do I have to sign things for people? No, I don't. But for like some athletes, I feel like they should because this is you want. How about the little girl she says no to one day, or the little girl who reads this and now sees her out somewhere and won't go?
I
ask
don't think
her.
I don't think it matters. I don't think she's talking about a kid.
I think
She's
she's
not.
talking
I
about
don't
a
think
600
I-
pound
grown
piece
fucking
of garbage.
adult.
I get
You know what I
that.
mean?
I get that. But if a kid reads this, they might not get that.
Well, dude, listen. I
I
understand
get what she means. It's
and
the
I
marks.
understand where
It's
you're
the
coming
marks at
from
the airport.
too.
Supposedly WWE like said something to Rey Mysterio and Liv Morgan about calling fans out on Twitter for things like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? You think WWE's wrong for that?
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Yeah. Look,
But in this case, I'm on Rhea's side. In
you
this
wanna-
specific
if-
case, because I know exactly
is it
what you
so
probably went
hard to just go up to somebody and say, "Hi, thank you for entertaining." Like, is it that fucking
Yeah,
difficult?
but Dave, if you've signed the same thing with somebody for 5 times, I should be able to be like, no, dude. No, don't come to me again. Like I've told you last time, don't come to me again. If it's one thing and someone's like, oh my God, okay, that's fine. But if you're standing there with 10 pops, 4 pictures, like it's a little ridiculous.
It
Or
is
if
a
you
little
see
ridiculous,
them
because they're going right to eBay.
Come, you know
They're
what I
not,
mean?
they're not
Like,
going
come
there.
on.
They're not going there because they're their biggest fans.
Yeah,
they're going
or
there
if
to
you-
make a
if they're-
dollar.
If you see they're standing there waiting for a flight, like just going up and saying hello, not hi, can you sign this? Like start a conversation.
No. See, in that regard, hey, I really, really love your work.
That's
You're a
it.
great entertainer. You're one of my favorites.
Yes.
Do you mind signing this, or can we take a picture together? That's fine. That's commonplace. But what her tweet is saying is no means no, meaning she's probably in some kind of like baggage claim or something like that, where she's on her way to do something, and somebody's probably like, "Hey, Rhea, can you sign us? Hey, not now. I got to do this real quick. Hey, but Rhea, wait, you're my favorite. No. I already said." And then the person just keeps persisting
Yeah.
and persisting, and Radical
what I
Rob or whatever the fuck his name is,
The raddest.
is in the wrong.
And it's just
We
like
pay for your fucking.
you
Stop.
guys. Yeah, but you guys heard what happened with with Randy Orton in the gym, right?
What?
Guy asked to take a picture with him
In the gym?
He
That's
said
fucking
no,
weird, bro.
because he
That's
was
weird.
working out.
Bro, don't even talk to me. In the
And, the
gym.
guy, and he at least gave the guy a pound. And the dude took a fucking picture of him anyway.
Ah, that's fucked.
And Randy Orton erased it.
I would have too, to be honest.
I would have too.
Like, they're not your fucking puppets. And that's what annoys me. They're there for your entertainment on fucking TV.
You ever hear the Wade Barrett story of them at the gym with Brock? So they're at a gym, like a bunch of them on the road. This is when Wade. You've never heard the story either?
No.
I'll find that on YouTube after the show.
We have breaking news.
Oh.
1 minute ago, as per the premier streaming network, breaking news, as first reported at Deadline, Major League Wrestling is coming to the premier streaming network. How crazy is that? During Mark Busters, speaking of Mark Busters, Pro Wrestling TV, you guys, maybe you should answer a fucking text message once in a while and people won't leave you high and dry.
Are we going to Mark Bust them right now? Because I took the thing out.
Oh, my God. It looks great. It looks great, actually. Look at it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that looks awesome, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it's just like, holy
That's
shit.
the underground, right?
This show's going on fucking
fallen.
YouTube.
That's the underground, right?
Yeah.
Now we have to go to the fucking shows, Tommy.
Unbelievable.
Guys, we'll be there too.
Unbelievable.
Dude, the guys from MLW are going to be like, wait, didn't we see you guys with the other?
Now I need a Premiere fucking jacket too. Tell them to send the right sizes this time.
I'm going to make our own shit, I think, for Premiere because we do enough for them. But anyway, carry on. Sorry, guys.
No, that's fine. So, in summation, I'm not going to arrest.
Is it everything or just?
It says underground. So we'll see.
No more reels. So WWE got them off reels. Definitely, 100%.
Look, I don't want to.
We'll talk about that another day. But anyway, let's go to Rob's Mark thing, Buster guy, and it happens to be your favorite and mine.
The Ocho.
The Ocho.
The Ocho's on crack.
Y2 Jericho.
Can you arrest a celebrity?
What?
Can you harass a celebrity?
Harass or arrest?
Arrest.
He's not a celebrity.
Can you arrest a celebrity? Well, I mean, apparently to him, he's a fucking game changer.
Speaking to Wes Styles of Rock 96.7, AEW star Chris Jericho discussed the impact of Fozzie's song Judas has on the impact of the wrestling industry. Jericho goes on to say, now it definitely has become a thing. It's now to the point where other people's songs are sung like it. I'm talking about Jungle Boy or even Seth Rollins in WWE. It's almost like Judas was the pioneer of that, and the fans have so much fun singing that one that they want to sing other ones as well. And that's great, but Judas was kind of the first one for that. Wasn't he in ECW in 1996, 95? Enter Sandman, RV. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And there was more people there. There was more people there.
Down, Jericho. You are ridiculous. Got you going there, didn't I?
They sing the song. I'm not going to say they don't sing the song. They sing the song.
It's a great sing-along tune.
But
sing the song, Jericho.
People were singing Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
They were singing Hulk Hogan, Real American.
They're singing Edge. They're singing
Backstreet.
They're singing
What the
Triple
fuck?
H. They're singing
DX.
DX. Are you ready? Whatever. They're singing it all, man.
No chance.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Now, dude, you can go down the
Here
list.
comes
Just
the money.
Sing along. Here come. Well, not
He
really.
was there. Well, people sing the first part. Like, here we go. Like that.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
Fine, but yeah,
I hear voices in my head. Are you kidding me, bro? He cannot be that stupid.
And here's the thing.
And maybe he's playing to it. Maybe,
but
maybe he's
time
being
out.
a heel.
But time out. Here's the thing. That's also not a fucking walkout song. That was a song that you had on your album that you decided to fucking use because you're a mark for yourself for the Jericho Appreciation
I would have used it
Society.
too.
No, he's used it before that.
He used it before that. It was his first song.
No, it is a song from the album, but he
It's a
used
song
it
from the album.
But
So
he's
what?
used it since he left.
But of course,
there.
people are going to sing it. Just like fucking Carry On My Wayward Son. That's a fucking classic song.
I just thought about this. At the end of the countdown in WWE, did not the entire crowd yell "Break the walls down"?
Yes.
I'm just listen. This is the Pioneer song, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what happened to him. I really don't.
Yikes!
I really don't know what happened to him. He used to be like, when you'd hear him in these interviews, especially when he did the thing with Stone Cold, which wasn't that long ago. He was like a humble dude. Now all of a sudden, he turned into
Maybe he has heat with
egotistical
Triple H.
windbag.
Maybe he has like real heat with Triple H.
Maybe.
And it was never.
Why?
big.
Because he was never as big as him. Well, that's your own fault.
I mean, he beat him for the titles.
Great
he
feud.
was the first.
Great feud.
I just don't know.
Always brings me back to Vince McMahon. You know how the business is going in the shits? Chris Jericho is going to be champion. You heard that
No,
story,
I know.
right?
Yeah, that's what he said the night they were going to win. I just don't get it.
I don't either. And I was a big Jericho fan.
Does he
but
ever
like-
get in the Hall of Fame? Or
No.
does he get Jeff Jarrett? Is Jeff Jarrett?
No, Jarrett's in the Hall of Fame.
Now he is.
No, I don't think.
They probably regret
I don't
that
think
shit.
Jericho's going in No.
You don't think they put Jericho in the Hall of Fame?
Not anytime soon. Not with the shit that he's been saying about like WWE. Where
Vince, they never really hold grudges, though.
I think they're going to hold a grudge with him.
Because he started a different promotion?
Not even that he started a different promotion, but a lot of the things that he says. Things that he does. Oh, we're going to do better numbers than Raw. No, you're not.
Well, what's he supposed to say, though? I think that's just
No, you're not. You don't tell better stories than Raw, which is a lot of the things that he says. Your wrestling's definitely not better as much as you think it is. You're not the needle mover that you think you are. The Jericho Appreciation Society has people changing the channel more than fucking turning it on.
That's a good point.
I don't know, but this has been a show.
Shit, man. MLW to
Yeah,
premiere.
I'm very excited about that. Speaking of that, Tommy, why don't you let the viewers know that if they do see this on Pro Wrestling TV this week, which again, radio silence, but if they do see it, tell them where they can find us in 2 weeks.
So, guys, as you just heard in the corner, Dave, you need to get a camera soon. You know what I mean? You're not Oz. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I'm more of the podcast voice. Like,
Since we're going to the premiere, just so you know, Hammerstone beat Fatu again.
Yeah.
So when
I
you
know.
see
There
it,
was a good shot of me getting hit in the stomach with the
Oh yeah, I
guardrail.
forgot about that. Yeah. Did you watch it?
I did.
Oh. Did we make? I saw ourselves like twice.
Yeah, I did. There was a real good shot of me getting fucking whacked in the stomach with the guardrail when
Catch
Fatu
us
threw him in there.
on Premiere, Spotify, Apple,
Well, now
all
wait.
those things. Wow.
Next week will be our last show here on Pro Wrestling TV.
Hope- if we're still here. If
we
not,
might not
we'll-
even be here this week.
Yeah, we'll be on
honestly.
YouTube.
It's radio silence. It's ridiculous. It's unprofessional. And they think that they're going to be switching over to a full Unsolved Mysteries type programming. Nobody's going to watch that shit. So,
Yikes.
it is what it
Unsolved
is.
Mysteries.
That's what they want to do. They want to do like mystery stuff.
That's what they were first.
That's what they were.
Oh.
So they want to drop the wrestling because they can't handle it. And that's fine. It's not made for everybody, but you got to be professional, man. You got to be professional.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not professional for me to be saying the things that I'm saying, but at the same time, as a business owner and as something that's seen things come and go and fail and succeed and all that shit, but like, I almost feel like Tom Brady when I say this. It's like, we're still here. You know what I mean? Like, we're still here. And they're not. And the least they could have done is saying, hey, we're having some issues. Take your show and go somewhere else or seek out some other guys or whatever.
Yeah, thank
we
you
were
for
never
your time.
appreciated. We were never appreciated over there. Tommy, you said it yourself when you had to set up at MLW. Nobody had any direction. There was no
No.
PWTV guidance over there. They stuck all their fucking merchandise on your table and got paid for it. Meanwhile, we had to get nothing. And by the way, which really blows, none of those interviews that you guys did, none of that fun
Especially-
time
that's
has
crazy.
ever seen the light of day.
Especially with Fatu and
know.
the Simone.
know.
Simone
They just won the belts that night too.
I know.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
so
horrible.
there's your fucking spoiler.
Yeah.
We were there when Fatu lost.
Anyway, take us home, Tommy.
All right, guys. So next week on Mark Busters, we have Pro Wrestling TV. Now, guys, so listen, if you're watching us, hopefully on Pro Wrestling TV this week, next week will be our last one. We will be over at Premier Streaming Network after WrestleMania. So hopefully we see you guys then.
And thank you
to
thank you as much as
Yes.
of a piece of shit that Josh is for letting me get my ass kicked. Thank you to Josh Chernoff and company for taking us under their wing and telling us that we can no longer talk AEW at all. So, did I tell you guys that or no? I'm just kidding.
Boo.
All
Well,
right,
hey,
good night.
MLW can work with WrestlePro now. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get that
Fatu
wants-
versus Moff.
Go Fatu, kick his fucking ball back.
That's what you should bring with you.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to the Chop Sports Fight Factory. Here are your hosts, the Reverend Tommy D and Wrestling Rob.